Good morning, guys. I am so excited for this video. You have no idea. Cheers to my first cup of coffee today. I'm not wearing pants. And I have a bowl. It's like apple fritters, wax melt melting in the kitchen. And oh, let me show you before we get into today's video. I have to show you this. We got a new candle last night and it smells so good. It's salted coconut and mahogany. It smells so good, guys. Like, we are being so strict with our money. It got a little hot while talking. But we are being so strict with our money that I'm just like done spending anything on things that are a little unnecessary. Like, let me just be real with you guys right now. Like, this my Apple Watch band. My Apple Watch is obviously in my bedroom charging right now. Not obviously, it could have it on, but it's too early to watch it. It's like 7, I think. But I have a blue Apple Watch, okay? And yesterday, I've thought multiple times that I want to get a new Apple Watch that's like tan, like a neutral color, because I just love neutrals. You know, if I'm wearing gray or white, no one's shocked, because that's just, I love it. I love tans and browns and greens. And I have a baby blue Apple Watch. So it's cute, and I really liked it when I bought it, but I also only bought it because it was the only one there, but it was super cute. I was like, oh yeah, that's totally cute, love it, let's buy it. And I was kind of desperate because it was the only one I could get to actually start wearing my Apple Watch, because it had a size that was too big on it for Miles, because we like traded it back and forth for a minute. And so I just am challenging myself, like, I don't need that Apple Watch. I don't need a neutral colored Apple Watch. I might have the money to spend it, or I might not, like, honestly. But if I don't, like, if I even did have the money, I don't want to spend that. I want to challenge that part in me that feels like it's not content with what is right now. And, like, you know, my creamer and my coffee. Like, I understand having balance and obviously doing what feels good, going with the flow. But, like, me getting up to put a dash more creamer in here, I just want to challenge myself and be like, you're okay. You're good with what's in here. Like, this is perfect. And this is the warmest cup of coffee that my Keurig has made in a long time. And maybe that's because I didn't put enough creamer in it to really cool it down. Cheers to that. Maybe I learned something, you know? Like, there's something to learn and to embrace in every obstacle and every challenge. And that's what I'm learning in life right now. And I'm also trying to do what excites me and what brings me joy. And this video brings me joy. I just want to chat to you guys about what's been going on, what I've been feeling. So let's get into it. I put up a poll yesterday on my Instagram that was what I learned at my first wedding or productive tips. So I think what I'm gonna do for productivity tips is do like a productive vlog, and then in that vlog tell you guys my tips, like sit down throughout the vlog and tell you the tips. I feel like that'd be, excuse me, I feel like that'd be really fun to like intertwine, you know, show you guys some motivation by me doing productive things, and then also give you productive tips from what I've learned and how to, you know, actually make productive shit happen on the daily, or monthly or whatever, you know. So let's talk about this. What's been going on? So I'm adding on some hours at my job, and with that comes having to balance everything, because I'm used to a lot less hours but also a lot less money, and I have goals to crush. Miles and I both have goals to crush, and we are just in the stage of our life of like working really hard. And I know that sounds dumb, because what have we been doing if that's our stage right now? We have been deeply resting. We have been recouping, restarting, like resetting who we are. We've been figuring out who we are. I would say for the past year, I just let myself rest. I just kind of, I had burnout from my previous job, and all I needed to do was just like, just not as much. I needed to just relax a little bit, calm down, trust that if I work less, that I'll still be okay. I'll still pay rent. I'll still, Miles is part-time and in school, and we didn't want to stress out about that. It's fine. Like, if I'm not working as much and he's part-time, we're still gonna make the bills. We're still gonna have enough money, and we did. And now I'm at a point in my life, and so is he, where I just want to go after my goals. Like, I really want to chase them down. I want to be in the flow as much as I possibly can. And when I say that, I mean, when I say in the flow a lot, I'm talking about following my gut, because I get so in like my head, and like I get to where I listen, like everything I hear in podcasts and books and stuff just like runs around in my head, and I don't know which one to listen to. I don't know what's right or wrong, and I don't like using the word right or wrong because that's just almost non-existent. I just want to be in touch with me and do what I need, and sometimes that is get off my ass and stop making excuses, and sometimes that's sitting down, relaxing, and doing nothing. So that means balance, you know, like chasing my goals and going after it and working more hours and adding on YouTube while working more hours. I want to make reels on Instagram. I think that's also fun. I love doing this stuff, and I just want it all. Why not do it all if I can do it all? And I just talked to my boss about this, because she is more like a mentor and coach a lot of the time than a big scary corporate boss. She's the best. And she, obviously, big scary does not even come close to who she is, but you know what I mean? Like, typical bosses are, you know, not someone you're close to, but if you are, that's amazing. That's a great job to have. But yeah, she's more like my mentor and coach in a lot of aspects. But I was just talking to her about how I am scared of burnout. I'm not even there yet, but I'm scared to have more hours, YouTube, Instagram goals, like uploading content that brings me joy takes time, and I'm just scared to, well, hello, come here, lay down. But I was telling her that I am scared of burnout, and I'm scared to put all these things on my plate, chase after everything, and then just like crash and burn, because I haven't pushed myself this hard before. I haven't actually like got in touch with what I want to accomplish and truly work for. So I haven't ever truly gotten in touch, I haven't ever truly gotten in touch with like how much effort I want to put into my goals. Like I've been distracted, y'all, up until almost now, probably like technically a year ago, but technically like now. I haven't known what I want. I haven't known how I want to get it done. I haven't known who, like, truly who I am. Like, I've been finding myself, guys, and it's been such a journey. It's been a really, really hard one, actually. Finding yourself and being true to yourself and finding how you want to live your life every day is really hard for someone like me, coming from being a people pleaser, very guilty conscious over nothing, toxic relationships and stuff like that. It's really hard to come back from that and find who Rachel is and not who everyone kind of like I took on what everyone said about me and like talked to me like, and I don't know how to explain that. That could be another video, but it was really hard to find myself. And I'm finally stepping into me, stepping into my power. And it is just, it was worth the hardship, definitely. Now it's just navigating like where I go from here. So when I talked to Morgan about that, she was all in to, you know, help me and encourage me and be my accountability partner whenever I want to give up on something, or be like, oh, yep, I'm reaching burnout, can't do it anymore. Like, you know, be there to push me and help me through it, or tell me to just take a break, you know, if I need to. It's just so fun, and I'm excited about what the future holds. I have to watch the time because I'm gonna start work at 7:30. And let me tell you a few things that I have been incorporating into my daily life, my daily routine, to kind of help me as I'm navigating this new Rachel, this new self, this new experience that I'm experiencing. It's crazy and it's very new. So one of the big things that I have incorporated into my daily life to keep me going on this steady path of just being present, being mindful, being intentional, and just doing the damn thing is when I'm resting deeply. And when I'm working deeply. I'm not mixing both. There's a difference between mixing both and then finding pockets of peace in both. So if I'm working, I can find a pocket of peace in that, like cozying up with a blanket or a coffee, or for me, something small like drinking my water bottle and like putting on my app that I finished another water bottle is a pocket of peace for me as I'm working, because it's a very small little distraction of drinking water and, like, you know, putting it on my app that I completed another bottle. Like little pockets of peace like that to get me through, you know, work has been so good. And then also whenever I'm working, I am fully working. I'm not trying to figure out how to escape it, you know, or like not be present because it's making me tired, or I don't know, all the things that you can experience while working. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm just there fully. I'm present. I'm grateful for the opportunity to work, to bring in money for this family, to accomplish our goals. And when I'm changing my mindset every day, for a long time I dealt with a bad mindset with work, more like 3 or 4 years ago. It was really bad, and then I just had to change it. I couldn't work every day with that mindset. And as soon as I did, I found my job now, which is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I think that that's because I changed my mindset. I definitely was like, okay, I'm embracing right now. Like, I'm embracing this challenge, but I'm grateful to have money coming in. I'm grateful that I have money to pay my bills, and that's all that mattered. Right at that moment, I couldn't find another job to do the same at that time, and I didn't really have a ton of options, so I just kind of sat there for a minute, and I was grateful for what was, and it brought me to this job, which is just the best. And I will forever remember that, and I will forever think of that whenever I want to be ungrateful for something, just because I'm a little irritated that day, or because I'm human. I just always revert back to that, and I just tweak my mindset just a little bit in that moment. I'm like, hey, actually this isn't so bad. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. And that literally changed my life. That changed my life. I found pockets of peace in a really toxic job, which I don't suggest doing. I would suggest leaving a toxic job, but I didn't have a choice. And when I didn't have a choice, I definitely found pockets of peace. I brought really good lunches. I listened to my podcast and my audiobooks religiously. I was quiet. I didn't socialize a lot at my other job towards the end. I didn't let people in because they didn't deserve to be in. There's things you can do, but that's a whole nother video as well. But that's just game changing, as I am going into, you know, taking on more hours. right now I'm lit up by the work I'm doing. It's not bringing me down like that job was, to where I have to have like this huge shift in mindset. But work feels like work sometimes. I shared this quote on my Instagram story, and it said, it's okay for work to feel like work. And I just love that, because work isn't supposed to be unicorns and fairy tales every single day. Like, you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get a little annoyed, it's gonna be repetitive, or it's gonna be that same old thing that's bothered you that's not fixing itself or whatever. It just happens. That's work, and that's okay. And the biggest thing I've learned is just to like not push everything away, like not try to make everything better. Like, be in the now, be present, and that's when things come to me. That's when ideas come to me. That's when revelations come to me, and you know, better systems and better ways to do things, and that's what makes your job better. But in the moment, like, if you're not having a great day, then that's fine, no big deal, you know. That's what I've been learning. And while working more hours, a lot can happen, and that's okay, you know. It just is what it is, and it's so fun. I just love my job. I embrace every challenge, I embrace every good time. I love my coworkers, and hello. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Jobs is, I could do a whole video on jobs, guys, and work. So still on working deeply, the best second thing that I've found is not being distracted while working. Sometimes I work from home, sometimes I clean houses, sometimes less occasional now, but I have been at my boss's apartment / office to help her with stuff there. Sometimes we're at the storage unit getting my equipment. There's a lot of different like spots to be at work, or just driving around in my car. And I have noticed that I love distracting myself. I love getting on my phone at a stoplight. I love getting on my phone while pushing the cart to go to the elevator, to take my stuff down to my car to start my week of work. Like, what? Focus on the cart and push it down the elevator, you know? Anytime I'm waiting on the elevator, I get on my phone. And anytime I have like a second at a house that I'm cleaning, and I'm like, oh, we're doing really good on time, let me check what time it is and let me see this. Then I get distracted and I go to Instagram. And I'm like, what? I'm working. Like, what are you doing? I do that all the time. And especially working from home. You know, my phone's right next to me. I use my phone just as much as I use my laptop for work. And I'll get distracted on it. And my productivity goes way down whenever I do that, obviously. But I've noticed, like, my fiance, Miles, he does not do that. He is so good at being off his phone and staying focused on what he's doing. And it is so impressive. And he, like, when he starts homework, he is doing homework for 2 hours straight without any distractions. Like, what? Mind blown. And he told me last night, it was so cute, because I was telling him this. I'm like, I have an attachment to my phone. I have an attachment to finding an outlet, a distraction of some sort to get through the most random mundane moments. Like, I don't let myself get bored, and I'm constantly needing stimulated, you know? Like, what's up with that? And he was like, I think that is something I do right that you don't. And I was like, yeah, you're right about that. So, because he needs to give himself more credit. He thinks he's learning from me all the time, but I'm learning from him constantly, and he has no idea. I try to tell him. But yeah, so being stimulated all the time is such a challenge for me. And I listened to a podcast, which I'm gonna put in the description, because she gave me the rest deeply and work deeply mindset. She gave me a lot of these topics that I'm talking about, and it just lit me up inside. I was like resonating with everything she was saying. So all credit goes to her. I'm gonna put it in the description below. But she also was saying that it's called sensory rest. So resting deeply can be sensory rest. And that's a pocket of peace in working. is I'm fully focused on what I'm doing, and I'm also getting sensory rest, which is way more amazing than you realize. You know, it's doing more than you think, and it is rest. Obviously not like going to your comfy bed and going to sleep, but it's rest, and it's definitely necessary with the world that we live in now. So yeah, sensory rest. I just was blown away when I was hearing all this and feeling so convicted, and just like she was talking to me, because it was so true. So yeah, I just like put it out there. I put out what I'm going through, the different things I'm, you know, facing every day, and I'm loving where I'm at in my life right now. I love chasing after these goals. I love working for this company, thank goodness. It's not toxic, it's so healthy. I am so grateful for where I'm at. I love making YouTube videos. I love my little Instagram. I love my little 10 friends that always respond to my stuff. Love them. I'm just so grateful for where my life is. I'm embracing all the challenges. I'm embracing the really, really hard times. I'm gonna see a way out of certain aspects of my life that I have experienced. I'm not gonna be in those places forever, and I'm excited for what the future holds. So yeah, this is it, I think. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna start work in 6 minutes, so I'm very excited to do that. And then I'm very excited also because this weekend we might stay in town, which means I will have plenty of time to edit my YouTube video, my weekly vlog, and this one I will edit today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, me rambling, a little couch session with y'all, like we're friends, like we're FaceTiming, just chatting. I wish I could hear what you would have to say back to me. That's the only unfortunate part. I wish I could hear what you're saying. But yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I can't wait for my next upload. I really think I want it to be the productivity tips and vlog style video, just kind of showing, like, you know, pockets of peace within getting things done and not feeling guilty that you didn't get everything done and stuff like that. I really want to do that video. So okay, signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope you have a great day, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you later.